Alright guys, back here with another video. This time we're going to be going over my top 4 Speedroid they provide. Yes, I said it's Speedroid in this crazy format. Somehow managed to get there. Shout out to Marquise, we played in the last round, my teammate. We're going to get some profiles with him soon, so shout out to him, we'll get him soon. But yeah, let's go and get into it. We'll talk about our matches during the tournament as well. One of the boy that's limited to 1. I wish Terratop was back at 3. This is your searcher. And this is another searcher on normal summon. This is going to be special one from your hand for free, as long as you control no monsters. And this one just adds any Speedroid as well when it's normal summon. These are your best cards. You got 3 copies of Ultra Hound. This card is crazy, but mainly because of the recursion of the turn after it's summoned, and it also has that Foolish Burial effect on normal. Probably could potentially go down to 2, but the starters is really nice. 3 Takatomborg, this is your next step. You always turn this guy into a tuner from the deck. Auto Turbo or Card Turbo. This guy is your free special summon from hand, just like Takatomborg, but he's a 3-star tuner, and he can only be special summoned once per turn. He also has effect to banish it and another Speedroid from your graveyard, and you get to gain 800 attack per turn for all wind monsters. You got 2 Dendaiku Duke. This guy is a recursion. In graveyard, you banish it, and you get to bring out a Speedroid from your grave, or a hand tuner, that is. And then you got the one of Red Eye Dice. This changes levels for any Speedroid when it's summoned, not once per turn, from 1 to 6. And then you have your pot of it's like a pot of prosperity for the number of wind monsters other than itself when it's summoned. That effect came up a few times. It was nice. It's also a level 4 tuner. For some hand traps, we have 3 copies of Moonlit Chill. This card was really strong because it's a wind monster and it's a 3-star tuner, but mainly because it's just good effect negation. It's basically extra copies of Imperm, but this is a monster you can normal summon, which is really nice. These were really good cards tonight. And then our last 2 hand traps, we got 2 Bell. I'm not sure if this was enough hand traps, honestly, for the way that this format is, because whenever I didn't see a hand trap, I felt like I was struggling. But in Metacall, I probably could tweak it up. Free Unicorn. This card is crazy. Free level 7 summon, and then when it's summoned, you get during that turn you get to add Birth. This is a monster born for this, and also has a banish from grave effect. If they activate a spell when they have 3 cards in grave, you get a banish 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard. Really strong effect, as well as he gets to look at your opponent's extra deck and get the banish cards, which is really nice. 3 copies of Will. I did not activate this card the entire night, so it proves to me that you don't need it. This is your neg 1 that allows you to potentially special summon 2 cards from the deck. Ash isn't being played, so in theory this card should help you a lot at extending and making plays like the River Band. But yeah, I don't know if I really need it. I probably would have been better off with more hand traps. 3 copies of Recovery. This card is crazy. It's Monster Reborn, one of the best cards in the deck, and the reincarnation effect from the graveyard to turn after it's in the graveyard. Really nice. 2 Prosperity. This card was really clean the entire night. The only problem I ran into is that sometimes I banish cards that I really needed. This extra deck is really versatile, but you having to use this to get banish 3 from your extra deck, or 6, but never done 6. This helps you get started. And or extend and grab cards in the side deck. 2 Tactics. This card's crazy. Potentially can see myself playing 3. Only activated it 1 time the entire tournament. 1 Call by the Grave. This didn't really actually do anything for me, so this is technically your 41st card in the deck, but it in theory is there to stop Shifter and other cards that activate Grave and hand traps. And you got 1 Duplicate. This card's really strong, but you hate to draw it, but actually did help me beat Extra Sister, which was nice. To the extra deck, 1 Rubber Band. I never had a need for 2. This card is really good at getting your play started because you get the banish from your extra deck to grab 2 cards in your deck to add it to the level, and then get an extra normal, which is really nice. I also used that extra normal 1 time to normal summon a Kashtira, which was really nice. 2 Cork Shooter. The second one is always good. It's good recursion, and it can add your Duplicate or do the Soul Charge effect to bring back the materials you Synchro summon for, which came up quite a bit. It's also a 3-star tuner, so you get the Synchro with these guys to make yourself your 8-star synchros, like Crystal Wing. This is your best card. These cards both came up a lot, so it sucks whenever you have to banish them off the effect for your Rubber Band, but it's necessary because it guarantees you a good normal off of your effect. Charge Warrior did not come up tonight. Somehow, this card is there, but it doesn't come up very often. The 6s don't come up that often, but they're really nice bridges for the River Band. Then the card I never summoned, but it's just an extra because it's a Ghost Fleeter Wing. But in reality, it's just an extra 7. I'm not sure if I want to keep in 3 7s, but I like having access to both of these. Both of these came up, and both of them were really, really strong. If I did not have this, I would have been in a much worse position earlier. And you have Kite Drake. This card came up once against Exorcister, which was really nice. But yeah, and then we got one copy of Cyber Harpy Lady. In theory, this card would have came up more often, and I also didn't fix my side deck to work with this, but it's mainly there because you can play Featherstorm if you really want to set that up. But it never came up because my side deck was not equipped correctly. Then your bad boys, these are your best cards. 2 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragons, and then 1 Baron de Fleur. These are your main bosses. Honestly, I could even see myself potentially playing a second one of these, but not really necessary. Or even going up to 3 copies of Crystal Wing because of the grind game. But usually it doesn't matter. Gotta be careful with your choices on your extra deck when you're using them. 3 Twin Twisters, really nice. This card actually helped me win a few matches, and it was really clean. Never bought in Droplet, but I could have seen myself doing it against certain matchups. Need more testing, but yeah. And then a 3rd copy of Talents. It wasn't a main, but just moved to the other side. Had to have 41 cards instead of 42. 3 Ash. This card was nice. 3rd Bell. And then this was kind of random. This should have been Featherstorms and Trap Trick, honestly. But I forgot those at the house. Gamma would have been, in theory, good against Shifter, as well as good against it's like any other deck that requires a effect on their normal summon or something like that. Like, it's really good against all those effects. Or I could have played Ogre as well. But yeah, see you guys in the next video, and make sure you smash that like button. Check out the Discord link in the description if you're not already in there, and Shopify is linked in the description as well. See you guys in the next video. Peace.